How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane. I'm back with another Dragon Ball DAIMA episode review. It's episode 7 entitled Collar. And before I go any further, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of more reviews just like this one. I'm back. I kind of like taking a little bit of time and watching, I tend to watch episodes back to back if I've missed, one or two episodes. I know episode 9 will be out tomorrow, but yeah, no. You're going to get episode 7, then you'll get 8 on Saturday. These are probably the best 2 episodes I've seen. And we're coming off of the lightning episode, if I remember. So why is DAIMA so good? I didn't expect this to be this good. And it's probably so good because it's different. It's less of, battling forces to get levels, to get to, several tournaments. Although I'm a sucker for a good tournament. I like tournaments. Tournament Power is like at least top 10, best tournament arcs. At least, there are better tournament arcs than Dragon Ball. But I digress. This episode's really good. We also have new eye catches in the intros, much like Rurouni Kenshin. When you meet more characters, they put more characters in there. We have King Kadan and his forces, and of course, y'all know I had to get a good look, cause there she is, Warrior Captain Bay. Look at that. She got a trunk sword, y'all. She got a trunk sword. I mean, come on. That's. Also, you notice in Demon Realm how like people look like dinosaurs too? Like, you see that? See that right there? Oh, there we go. You see that right there? That's kind of little pterodon man. I need to know this character's name, because I'm telling y'all, when it comes to designs, oh yeah, little Minotaur guy was there at the bottom too, voiced by Akainu, who is I can't believe I forgot this voice actor's name. I'll look it up and put it in the description or in the comments. But the person also voices Kenpachi Zaraki. He plays a lot of heavy hitters. But yeah, they're in the intro. I love it. Let's talk about. So we're gonna cut down some things. The main thing, well, the first thing we'll get to, is the quickest thing to get through, is Hebus. I think his name would be Hebus, wouldn't it? Because of Hibiscus. Hebus shows up, gets Vegeta, Piccolo, Bulma. Kibito stays on the lookout because, you got baby Mr. Popo Kami. You got baby Mr. Kami there. So he has to watch over things. I'm pretty sure he's still strong, even in his short, teen-like stature. Bulma did go off before he showed up, because the machine didn't take off. One of the pieces that broke are the pieces that are made from like Demon Realm metal. She was sure, yeah, she could replace it with some Earth metal, but this is going to take a while. So she was going off, and it was funny. Then Hebus shows up. I love that when Hebus shows up in his ship, Vegeta stands in front of her. It's like, yeah, characterization. Right after Majin Buu saga, y'all. He love his Bulma. Very, very funny. It was funny. They're on there. Hebus is weird as shit. Like, he talks about, I want to hurry up and get to the salon, and even Bulma's looking at the one little antenna. Dude's a fish. He literally is a fish. One antenna, he's like, I guess demon realms have salons too. I was like, what would he have to do with the salon? Like, are you clipping that thing that looks like it is part of your, literally like a finger on your head? He also talks about worm pizza and mud wine. Well, the mud wine comes next episode, but I just had to mention it here. Hebus is a weirdo. He is a weird ass character. I kind of feel Vegeta fans aren't going to like him very much, but that's not until next episode. So, Goku and the crew. We get the Manpaku dumplings, which they are 2 meals in one. So they are Senzu beans, but not Senzu beans. Because when Goku takes a Senzu bean, he's good. Like, his stuff is on max. So this is like Senzu Light. This is, Senzu Light. Less sugar. Diet Senzu bean. Because Goku eats 2 of them, which means he's had like 4 meals, which I would have pegged Goku at like having 6 to 8 meals. The stupid Gendarmerie. I hope I said that correctly. The forces that work for Supreme Demon King Goma. They show up. They're following Panzy through her collar, and we learn a lot about these collars. They're made out of kachintonite, which can only be found on the Glen planet Kai. The collars were developed by evil genius Anrisu, his sister. These things are indestructible. People who are born in a third demon world, are forced to put these on at birth, or you die, and they grow with them. And of course, we already know they can track these people with them. They can pull them back with it if they're within range. But Shin goes, okay, you want to get rid of it? And does Pan Pakapan? You would think because he's a Glen, he's able to get rid of it. No, he says this spell he did, anyone can do. So Panzy's like, cool, I can free everybody else. Because instantly in my mind, I'm like, instantly in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're talking about subjugation and slavery, right? But she did explain that the denizens in the third world are a bit rowdy, so they put those on them. But hell, her and the King's people don't seem rowdy to me. The people in every village we have visited, aside from bandits and probably the people that are going to show up in episode 9, they aren't a-holes. Those people are a-holes, but these folks aren't. It's just more of the upper echelon wanting to be able to control those that are below them, or imitating life. But Shin breaks it off of her neck, or gets it off of her neck, completely shatters it, so they can't be followed. She even had a little ray gun to scramble the Gendarmerie's radio, so they can't really talk they won't be able to communicate that they ran into them. They even destroyed 2 of their planes. They commandeered the third one. And we learn that Shin has a demon realm name, much like how Goku is Kakarot. He is Nahare. And Goku's like, all right, I'll call you Nahare. He's like, nah, that didn't feel right. Nah, I'm just going to call you Kai-sama, Shin Kai-sama. That's better for me. Which makes sense, right? Because Goku's friends, they know his name's Kakarot, Kakaroto, but they call him Goku. Except for Vegeta. You know, Vegeta is the only one that can use his real name. Kind of reminds you of like, well, first thing I think about Shang-Chi when they bring up the fact that Southeast Asians, you have that name that the Americans can pronounce, and then your real name. It's kind of what this feels like to me. I wonder why he took a different name. Although it doesn't matter, really. I mean, I'm known by like 3 or 4 different things myself, so, and that doesn't really matter. But this came after they had to completely whoop the ass of the the bad guys, so they wanted to look into their ship, which is like, all right, Goku just has to disappear. Don't worry about it. Goku obviously can do instant transmission, so he teleports. You got Panzy almost blowing everything. He's in the bushes, just sneaking, being sneaky. And when they're like, yeah, but a little girl beat us up. I had a hunch that y'all did something, but a little girl had attacked us. And even if it wasn't you, we gonna beat you up and you'll be able to say something. It's like, all right, we're over this. She stuns him. Both Glorio and Shin fight. And look, I mentioned, if not last episode, I think it was episode 3 with the bar fight. I mentioned before, I like Shin's design, the cool ass mohawk. And now that I think about it, reminds me of the first time Storm had a mohawk. They overused that with Storm. They really do now. But the Storm mohawk, his outfit is cool. It goes nicely with the skin tone and the ears and all that other stuff. So to see him actually doing something, good job. Maybe we'll see him fight his brother. Was it Degesu? Yeah, maybe we'll see him fight him later on. Yeah, but they obviously whooped their asses very easily. Even had Goku. He's like, yeah, Goku, jump out, 1 key blast to destroy the last plane. They took their plane. I like how in the writing here, because I told you about not 9 minutes ago, but 7 minutes ago. Writing here is different than Dragon Ball Super. I mean, they remember that, oh yeah, different plane, need a different code. No plot holes yet. Actually, yeah, no plot holes yet. Some I wouldn't even call them retcons in the next episode, but some additions, right? But here's like, oh yeah, new plane, gotta get a new code. Panzy calls Peril, who I guess is this frog-eyed lady that's at the kingdom. She hacks the system. Plane 52, you get new code 1022. Cool. We also learn about the Tamagami, because I always want to say Togamis, but Tamagamis, which if my with my knowledge of Japanese, Tama egg, I'm guessing Gami is kind of like Shimigami, so it's like guardian. So egg guardians, they are kind of egg shaped, right? And they have the Dragon Balls inside of them. We got the number 3 Tamagami. I really want to call them Togamis because Tamagami remind me of Tamagotchi. Anyway, Tamagamis. Number 3 uses a hammer. There's a ruin all around it, like ruins. This has this little pedestal it stands on. The tree that has a hologram 3 ball, which I thought was the real ball. No, the real ball is in it. Then there's a town not far from it, like maybe 50 yards. Like the town, I even go far as saying 100 yards. But the town isn't that far, but everything's in ruin around it. And you find out quickly next episode why things are in ruin around it. But it's time to battle. You know, you do fights one-on-one with it. You also have to declare out loud that you give up. So it's one of the things where it's not a fight to the death unless you don't say I give up, because you could die. We find out from I don't want to call him a vendor. Perhaps you can call them a cafe owner. Just Goku has 2 requests before he fights. He needs to eat, needs to use the bathroom. So they go and eat. He's eating some what looks like dango that has mouths on it, which dongos, Japanese dumplings. These things have mouths on them. He's eating it. He's learning. Okay, so when's the last time someone challenged this thing? 20 years ago. Someone had a big gun and the guy was fighting, but he had too much pride and did not want to, quit, and he ended up getting killed. No one's challenged it. No one's beating it. Goku's eating his fill. Still has a full plate. Goes to the bathroom. Comes out. Time to fight. And apparently Tagami number 3 is very loud and yells. Even Goku's like, yo, don't do that. You want to go? Let's go. Goku's going to use power pole versus the hammer. Goku's a little bit disappointed because he just wanted to throw hands. Didn't want to use weapons. He's not a fan of weapons, but that is where the episode ends. Now, this is kind of a pretty fast review, only because you need to watch it. There's so much good animation here. There's so much fun stuff in here. I mean, it's weird because a lot of my reviews, if they're like smaller in length, is because there's a lot of action, a lot of detail, and I do like to go into deep, tell you the things I see, the things I notice, the things that remind me of other things. I like this. By the by, the Dragon Balls, the Demon World Dragon Balls, are the same size as the Namekian Dragon Balls. They are huge. So nice little throwback, to all of us, old millennials who had to sit through repeats, and we are very, 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 very familiar with the Namekian Dragon Balls and how massive those things are. Yeah, reruns. No, the Namekian saga like the back of my hand. I digress. Let me see if any. Oh, another detail is when Dabura faced those things, even Dabura couldn't beat. I guess number 3, but Dabura couldn't beat the Tamagamis, which kind of puts a parameter on his power, right? Which means it's not weaker than Dabura, stronger than Dabura, but at the same time, I mean, Gohan at the end of it was stronger than it. Goku stronger than Dabura. Vegeta stronger than Dabura. Pray to God Piccolo stronger than Dabura. So, meh. Well, at least we know how weak it isn't. Sorry, Dabura. So, I even said in there, this Ginyu level of showmanship for Tamagami number 3. So, next episode is going to be called Tamagami. And I hope you all tune in. You can see it tomorrow. It'll be right there, right real fast. So thank you for taking some time to listen to me talk about this. I'm pretty sure I told you my rating for it, right? If I didn't, because I'm excited, I can't wait to talk about the fight. It's a 5 out of 5. This episode's great. It's great. I couldn't ask for anything more. I get lore, I get action, and I get a setup, and that setup is good. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, you hit that notification bell so you can be notified of more reviews like this one. And my Patreon link is in the description below. Feel free to donate so you can help me improve this channel and be the best that I know that I am. All right. So again, thank you. Hope you guys had a great holiday weekend last week. Please be good, be blessed. Wash those hands, drink some water, be good to yourselves, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk. And remember, there are people out there that care about you. This time of year can be really rough. There's a lot of loss, a lot of sadness, but there are people out there that care about you and will rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. So make sure you reach out to somebody, all right? All right. You want to get in contact with me? My social media is in the description right there below. Give me a follow. Say hi. Tell me where, if you're coming from this episode, tell me you're coming from the episode 7 review for Dragon Ball Daima. I'll probably ask you some questions, see how you feel about it. Let me know how you guys feel about this. I'll see you next time, guys. Well, if I can make my wish will be to see you next time.